and it's Roberto still the leader from Big Gerard, now beginning to loom up size on his outside. Ryan Gold on the inside near Sorrell, then comes Goldrod on the outside. Brightbeam now drops back to be fifth. They 2.5 furlongs to run now, and as Roberto still just has the advantage from Brigadier Gerard. These two are now beginning to draw away from Ryan Gold and Goldrod, but it's Roberto still holding the lead, and they've got about a furlong and a half to go, and Roberto seems to be holding his own against Brigadier Gerard as they run up towards the final furlong. It's Roberto holding Brigadier Gerard, and as they hit the furlong from home marker, it's Roberto running away from Brigadier Gerard. They've got about 150 yards to go, and it's Roberto. He's going to win, no two ways about it. Brigadier Gerard can't get him. They've got about 50 yards to line, and as they come towards the line, Roberto is the winner, and Brigadier Gerard, unbeaten record, is absolutely smashed to smithereens, and then comes Goldrod, and finally Ryan Gold, and some way even more behind him is Bright Beam. As they head for home now, it was for the Benson Hedges Gold Cup. They come now to the 4 furlong from home marker, and Leicester still sitting there patiently on Dahlia as Grundy now comes up on the outside. Then between those two is Card King. Being pulled to the outside then is Star Appeal with Mishri, and then right against the rails is Jimson. So that's the order now as they run now inside the final 3 furlongs, and it's Dahlia still the leader from Grundy on the outside. Card King still right there on the inner, and then comes just into the picture now on the left is Star Appeal, and so quarter of a mile still to go, and Estalia still holding the lead, and Grundy looks to be in trouble because Estalia still holding the lead from Card King. Star Appeal runs on into 3rd place, and they're coming now towards the final furlong, and Estalia coming out to complete the double, being chased by another Frenchman. That's Card King, and then comes the German train Star Appeal. They come up towards home, Estalia all the way, being chased home by Card King. Then comes Star Appeal. Grundy well and truly beaten into 4th place.
Comanche Run going on from Oh So Sharp. Leicester looks round. Here comes Triptyque up on the outside of Oh So Sharp. And now Leicester's just easing. He's getting faster with every stride on Comanche Run with 3 to go. Leads from Oh So Sharp, who could be just caught a little bit flat-footed, but here she goes. Triptyque up on the outside of her. Supreme Leader back in 4. Bob Back and Palace Music had the Sprout Rings to win. They've got 2 to go. Comanche Run, Leicester really squeezing now, and he's finding an extra gear, but here up on the outside comes Oh So Sharp. Triptyque not done with, just over 1 to race this Comanche Run from Oh So Sharp. Comanche Run, Oh So Sharp, and Triptyque back in 3rd, and Steve Cawthon's going for everything on Oh So Sharp, but at this stage Leicester has his leisure on Comanche Run, and Comanche Run quickening up, and so too is Oh So Sharp. Comanche Run's going to win it. A brilliant piece of riding by Leicester Figure. Comanche Run the winner, Oh So Sharp 2nd, then back in 3rd came Triptyque, then came Supreme Leader, followed home by Palace Music, who never really got into the race, and Bob Back was last. And then just over half a mile to go in the Juddmonte International, with Halling at the head of affairs. The favourite leads. Juddmonte for Yorkshire in 2nd place, and then in 3rd we've got Spectrum, the light blue colours. Look to the left, see First Island, one of the most progressive horses of the year, coming through with Grapetree Road to share 4th. Come down to the 3 furlong marker. Still Halling has the edge. Juddmonte now. Spectrum's in 3rd, and First Island in 4, and Grapetree Road, and Halling, what a willing horse he is, the leader, coming down to the 2 furlong marker. Halling, red sleeves to the right, Juddmonte. Here comes First Island, Spectrum the far side, then Grapetree Road, just over a furlong to go. Here the champion, it's Halling, clear by 3. Oh, he's going further clear, inside the final furlong, he's lengthening, he's going away, he's done it all. What a marvellous horse. Halling, 3, 4, 5 clear, up towards the line, makes all. Halling is the winner. First Island is 2nd, Juddmonte, there, Grapetree Road, and this photograph with Spectrum for places, and then came Punishment.
Coolmore pace setter Darwin that makes the way to Saki on the outside of Distant Music 2nd and 3rd. They are chased by Time Away, and then Grandera. Black Minaloose, Medician Fallon is hard at work on Medician in the red jacket, no response yet. Then Foo Broker Fancy. Meanwhile, last year's Derby runner-up Saki stakes a pretty big claim here, and it's Saki that kicks on under Frankie Dettori, and he's kicking away from Distant Music. Grandera in 3rd, then Black Minaloose finally picking up Medician, but it looks all too late as they run down to the final furlong, because Saki has a 6-leg lead here, and Saki is going to demolish them. Grandera back in 2nd, then Medician struggling on for a minor placing, but Saki is right back to his best here and is trotting home in the Juddmonte International. Saki, a decisive runaway winner. Grandera in 2nd, Medician in 3rd, then Black Minaloosh and Distant Music. Down the straight then with 4 furlongs left to cover in the Juddmonte International. Naef looms up on the outside now of Chancellor, and the pacemaker Starborn being driven along. Golan is 4th, followed by No Excuse Needed and Nevera and Indian Creek now trying to cut through the pack. Less than 3 furlongs to cover. Naef and Richard Hill strike the front now. Golan is on turns, but he's hard at work, but he does stay very well. Followed by Nevera as they run for the final quarter mile. Chancellor's back behind these, then Indian Creek and Starborn. He pulls the whip now on Naef, Richard Hills, and Golan is challenging again. The King George first and second. They're first and second again. Nevera is 3rd. Indian Creek in behind them, searching for racing room and searching for pace. It's Naef and Golan. Naef's just ahead of Golan. Golan won't go down without a struggle, but Naef is going to exact his revenge, and Naef wins this time. From Golan in 2nd, Nevera is 3rd. Indian Creek 4, they were clear of Chancellor and... They've set the pace. Master Craftsman lays 2.5 lengths back in 3rd. See the Stars is just on his heels. He's just watching Murta's every move here, Mick Cannan. Murta going for a gap between his pacemakers on Master Craftsman, who's going to take it up with about just under 3 furlongs left to travel. See the Stars comes through between them as well and is absolutely cantering. Murta gets to work. He says go on Master Craftsman. Can he shake off See the Stars? Mick Cannan begins to push away in 2nd place on the Derby winner. There's a length and a half between them. They race down to the final furlong. Master Craftsman, See the Stars now challenging on the near side. The gap down to half a length. And Nick, See the Stars beginning to get up on the near side. Oh, every inch a champion and a fabulous 4-timer. See the Stars wins the Juddmonte International over Master Craftsman. Miles clear of Set Sail in 3rd, and George Bernard Shaw last of the 4. Stimulation kicking from the front from Byword, then Bushman, Cutler's Bay, twice over travels okay. So too Rip Van Winkle. Dick Turpin being asked to try and improve. Cavalryman coming on the extreme left, and Jacklebury still at the back of the field. They're closing in on Stimulation. Byword is the first to commit from twice over in the same ownership, the Juddmonte ownership. They're 1 and 2 now. Dick Turpin trying to stay on. So too Rip Van Winkle, but it's twice over and Byword eyeballing each other. Rip Van Winkle begins to bridge the gap in 3rd, and then Cavalryman in 4th place, entering the final furlong. Twice over on the far side of Byword. Rip Van Winkle is still inching closer as they race up towards the line. Twice over Byword. Here's Rip Van Winkle storming home on the near side. Rip Van Winkle will get there. Rip Van Winkle wins the Juddmonte. In 2nd is twice over, nabbed on the line. Byword 3rd, followed by Cavalryman, Dick Turpin, Jacklebury.
Down the final 3 they go. Windsor Palace with a Wait the Dawn and Midday closing in. Twice over, a length down in 4th. Officio ridden along back in 5th place. Windsor Palace is claimed by Midday, who ranges up, joined by a Wait the Dawn, and Twice over comes there on the near side. Quickening now inside the final 2. Midday, the mare, is the first to commit, and she kicks a couple of lengths clear. Chased by stable companion Twice over. Await the Dawn broken, it would seem, back in 3rd. Midday shifting off a true line. Twice over chasing gamely. They pass the furlong. The stable mates drawing clear. Midday has to fight hard. Twice over on the near side is bearing down on her. Twice over, and Midday, the Abdullah pair, dive for the line together, and it's Twice Over's Juddmonte International for Sir Henry Cecil and Ian Mongan in the colours of Khalid Abdullah. Midday a gallant 2nd, Await the Dawn only 3rd, then Officio, and finally Windsor Palace. Into the straight they come, the pace setter still Robin Hood, and Windsor Palace crossing towards the near side down to the last half mile. Robin Hood, followed by Windsor Palace, both ridden along, trying to stay in front as long as they can. Frankle is drawn away towards the extreme left, tracking St Nicholas Abbey, who's under a patient ride from Joseph O'Brien. Down inside the 3 they come, and now the race develops. Frankle breezes up on the near side with Queenie sitting motionless, and here he goes down to the final 2 into unknown territory. Fahar is taking his effort in the centre. St Nicholas Abbey a length and a half to make up, but Frankle, Queenie shakes the reins. The response is immediate. Down to the last furlong, and Frankle bounds clear, and this is all over. Frankle scorching away this perfect mix of poetry and destruction, this glory of rhythm, power and majesty. The undisputed champion of the world, Frankle, wins the Juddmonte International, and it's 13 out of 13. A head ball for 2nd, St Nicholas Abbey and Fahar. Trading leather.
leads narrowly now from Al Kazim, who's getting a little bit closer. Declaration of War and Hillstar in third and fourth, followed by Toronado, who's yet to play his cards, being weighted with at the back of the field. Now he's being driven, Toronado, by Richard Hughes to try and close up. Al Kazim draws alongside and passes Trading Leather as they go past the point where it's now testing unknown territory for Toronado. But he's got plenty of lengths to make up, not doing so at this stage. Declaration of War is coming there strongly to tackle Al Kazim and Trading Leather, who's battling bravely on the far side. Al Kazim's in trouble. Declaration of War on the near side is finishing off best. Trading Leather on the far side from Al Kazim, and Juddmonte International 2013 goes to Declaration of War gamely. A deserved win. Wins from Trading Leather, Al Kazim only third, back in fourth Hillstar, then Rewarded, and Toronado, not his day, finished plumb last as they turn in towards the home straight now. Just over half a mile left to travel here in the Juddmonte International. Kingfisher still the leader, Mukadram on the outside getting closer, A-Rod up the inside. Telescope just being asked now to pick up and lengthen his stride. The Grey Gatsby is just following him through, and then comes Australia. Joseph O'Brien asking him now to pick up on the outside as the runners hurtle down the home straight here at the Naysmar. 2.5 furlongs to go. Mukadram just about strikes the front here from Telescope. Here on the near side comes Australia. Over on the far side is A-Rod. The Grey Gatsby will be leaving it late. Mukadram is under pressure and wilts. Here comes Australia on the outside, takes over. The Grey Gatsby is trying to chase him down. Telescope battling on for the places on the inside, but it's Australia and Joseph O'Brien in front inside the final furlong here, and the Derby winner is going to storm home and win the Juddmonte International pretty comfortably in the end. Australia too good for the Grey Gatsby. Telescope was third, Mukadram, then A-Rod and Kingfisher. With just over half a mile left to travel, Rob Havlin brings Dick Doughty Wiley towards the centre of the course, tracked 2.5 lengths away by Arabian Queen, the filly. Then comes Golden Horn, the Derby winner, defending his unbeaten record. Criterion's on the move on the outside. The Grey Gatsby travelling well behind them. And then comes Cougar Mountain, time test on the left. Now starts to pick up as they race on down towards the final quarter mile here. And now Golden Horn is being asked to pick up by Frankie Dettori. Arabian Queen strikes the front. Here's Golden Horn. Dick Doughty Wiley is given way. The Grey Gatsby now being produced from behind as they race up to the final furlong. Golden Horn's got a real battle on his hands here. Arabian Queen on the far side is a real doer fighter. Golden Horn on the near side is going to have to dig deep to maintain the unbeaten record. Arabian Queen is wearing him down. It's going to be tight. Arabian Queen has won the Juddmonte. What a surprise, what a shock. Golden Horn in second, then the Grey Gatsby. Dick Doughty Wiley wasn't beaten for our time test next. Still Kimberlead out in front, but Postponed is lining up a big challenge with Highland Reel alongside him. And then the Eclipse winner Hawkbill racing into fourth place now. Arab Spring running a big one in fifth. Exosphere is next, and Mutakev is now being asked to pick up. So it's beginning to unfold here as they race past the 3 furlong marker. And Postponed has struck the front here in the Juddmonte International. He goes on by about a length then. Highland Reel's under maximum pressure in second. Hawkbill is just edging right-handed. Mutakev is lining up a challenge on the near side. Postponed in front as they approach the final furlong. He's edging across towards the stands rail. Mutakev will need to switch by him. Highland Reel is rallying over on the far side. Postpone's going to have to dig really deep here. Mutakev, there's no room, or is there, up the inside? Postponed is digging deep. Postponed is going to hang on here and wins the Juddmonte from Highland Reel. Mutakev never got any luck in running in third. Then Sir Isaac Newton and Exosphere. Still at the back is My Dream Boat and Shutter Speed, patiently ridden by Frankie Dettori as they come down the Naysmar here with 3.5 furlongs left to go in the Juddmonte International. Cliffs of Moher upping the ante a bit now. Barney Roy's going with him. Churchill's being nudged along by Ryan Moore, but is responding. Ulysses is cruising up into contention as well. Decorated Knight is driven. Frankie's looking down at the filly there. Shutter Speed on the outside. She's not really picked up. My Dream Boat is held, and now they engage as they race up towards the final furlong and a half. Barney Roy and Churchill, the tall rivals, with Ulysses on the outside, who's easing into the race. What will he find? Barney Roy in the centre, Ulysses on the near side, Churchill on the far side, and it's Ulysses who's wearing down the 2 3-year-olds on the inside, and Ulysses is going to win the Juddmonte. A brilliant performance, and a 6 for Sir Michael Stout. Jim Crowley in the saddle. Churchill was in second for Barney Roy in third, and Cliffs of Moher 5 lengths away in fourth. Thunder Snow leads them down towards the final half mile then from the Trobe. Is just nudged along in second place. Third on the inside, Ben Battle. just up the inside there, just short of room there briefly, Poet's Word. He's just having to be pushed along now by James Dole. Frankie's taking his ground on without parole, so some tactical manoeuvres going on as the field begins to pack up. Saxon Warrior tracking Roaring Lion on the outside as they try to stage a bit of a rally, and they at last place is Thundering Blue. They passing the 2 furlong marker, and Ben Battle strikes the front. Roaring Lion is coming after him. Poet's Word is under strong pressure, is trying to pick up with Saxon Warrior down the centre. It's Roaring Lion though who's quickened up best, entering the final furlong and leads the Juddmonte International field. Roaring Lion is drawing clear by about 3 lengths. Poet's Word in the clear, but he's not going to get to Roaring Lion, and the Lion really roars today and wins the Juddmonte International for Qatar Racing. John Goss and Oisin Murphy having a decent battle, a length and a half to 2 away then to King of Comedy. Regal Realities next. Cheval Grand is under pressure. Lord Glitters and Thundering Blue with quite a bit on as they race on down towards the final 2 furlongs here. Crystal Ocean now is being produced to take over. Crystal Ocean is the meat in the O'Brien sandwich at the moment. On the inside, weakening Circus Maximus. Japan on the outside. Crystal Ocean digging deep as he always does. King of Comedy, Regal Reality trying to mount a challenge as well. Crystal Ocean just wilting out in front as Japan comes back to him. Japan and Crystal Ocean. Crystal Ocean responds on the inside. Japan on the outside. It's a tight one. Japan may have just got there from Crystal Ocean. And Gaillard striding out with some purpose in front, leads by 3. Magical is flat out. Lord North now emerging and cruising through on the bridle to try and challenge here. Up the inside then is Kamiko. Gaillard still the lead, but it's just being whittled back a little bit now as the others try to close on the inside. What has Will Buick got left? Now he gets to work on Gaillard as Kamiko moves up into 2nd place on the inside. Magical next then with Lord North, a Rose of Kildare. Gaillard passes the furlong marker, still too clear. Magical battling as ever in 2nd place, but Gaillard has not seen another rival, and he's going to see them all off here in the Juddmonte. He's relentless. Gaillard completes a great Group 1 hat-trick and wins the Juddmonte from Magical. Lord North in 3rd and Kamiko next. He begins to close up on these leaders now for David Egan. Back then, behind them on the inner is Alcohol Free. On the move is Mohafeth, and Juan Elcano has got work to do. They're coming down the home straight here. Just over 2 furlongs left to go, and it's Mishri who finds his way to the front here in some style. He's gone up by a couple of lengths then. Chasing hard then is Mohafeth with Alan Care and Love on the inside. Can't match the pace of Mishri. He's gone up by 4 lengths here inside the final furlong, and Mishri is turning the Juddmonte International into an exhibition here on his homeland. Mishri storms home in the Juddmonte for David Egan, John and Thady Gosden and Prince Faisal. Alan Kerr was in 2nd. In 3rd on the inside, Dubai Honor making ground, Native Trail. And now between horses, Baid is picking up on the bridle under Jim Crowley as the runners head down now to the final 2.5 furlongs. Unknown territory from here on in for Baid as he eases into contention. Mishri has struck the front. Mishri going on here as they race down towards the final furlong and a half. Jim Crowley's hardly moving on Baid. Now he's asking him to pick up this leader, and the response is instantaneous, and Baid gallops past Mishri and goes on inside the final furlong. That was really impressive, and Jim Crowley's looking round here, and this is going to be brilliant. There's no question he loves the distance, and it's a perfect 10 for Baid in the Juddmonte. Wow, he's won by 6 lengths.
Looking behind, and you'll see that Ryan Moore is now just asking Paddington to go after Mostadaf to try and close. The gap is still 3 lengths, 2 lengths away to Nashua, and the Foxes remains last of 4. And again, Frankie has a long, lingering look in behind aboard Mostadaf. He's leading him down towards the last 2.5 furlongs, and Moore is now crouching low on Paddington. He gets to within 2 lengths. Frankie asks Mostadaf for more. Can Paddington get past? Nashua on the right is staging a challenge. The Foxes back in 4th. Mostadaf on down towards the last furlong. Paddington, though, pressing hard under the Moore drive. Nashua trying to burrow through against the rail. Mostadaf, Paddington leaning left. He got to his quarters. Can he get past? Frankie in front, punching away. Mostadaf, and it's a record-breaking Juddmonte International success for Frankie on his farewell.